Morphin time!
Orlando, Florida. It's time to celebrate 25 years of spandex action.
That is not spandex!
It's Ranger Stop 2018. Join us for 3 days of more phenomenal fun. Check out the dealer's room, including a live demo of the upcoming Heroes of the Grid board game from Renegade Studios. Save the dance floor with the Heroes vs. Villains Ultimate Showdown Party. See amazing panels from fans and guests alike. And of course, meet your favorite Rangers in person. Here's this year's guest lineup: Austin St. John, Walter Emmanuel Jones, Audrey Dubois, Steve Cardenas, Karen Ashley, David Fielding, Rami J. Scharf, Sandy Selner, Hannah Marie Rickson, Catherine Sutherland, Barbara Goodson, Nikia Baris, Christopher Kamen Lee, Selwyn Ward, Tracy Lynn Cruz, Patrick David, Sean C.W. Johnson, Michael Copon, Jessica Ray, Anne Marie Crouch, Lee Ming Hu, Mike Ginn, Andrew Gray, John Mark Loudermilk, Azim Risk, Sierra Hanna, Christina Masterson, Cameron Jebo, Yoshi Sidarso, Peter Sidarso, and for the first time ever, 2 actors from the Japanese Super Sentai, Yuta Mochizuki and Reiko Chiba. So join us for Ranger Stop 2018, taking place at the Holiday Inn Suites across from Universal Studios, November 9th through 11th. Head to rangerstop.com for more information and to purchase your passes. 25 years later, it's still Morphin time.
Superhero time starts now.
2 years have passed since the Sirion traveled to Osirion to follow in his father's footsteps, exploring Osirion's lost ruins. He and his Knight Herald allies have learned much in that time, particularly after an unaffiliated group of adventurers discovered and explored the resting place of the 4 Pharaohs of Ascension. Still hoping to recover the last theorem, Nisirion and his allies are scouring desert ruins, hoping to reclaim magical gemstones known as countdown clocks. Nisirion suspects that when the next conjunction with Uckturn occurs, those who carry a countdown clock will gain great power, but the rarity of these ancient items makes securing enough for himself and other Knight Heralds a difficult task. Especially considering that as adventurers explore the ruins of Osirion, they might also uncover hints of the upcoming event.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's edition of Doomsday Dawn, live here on RVTV. How we all doing, everybody?
Oh my god, I just made it.
Yes, folks. Of course, I'm your producer in the back, the shades, and of course, joining me is, our cast, our lovely cast here. My lovely wife, Lady K. We got the boys, Matty J, Biohybrid, our DM, Elder the Monk, and of course, our new girl in town, Vixen Shelby. Folks, how we doing tonight? Jeez.
No, actually, no cotton candy this week.
I'm in a good mood. I got to have churros for the first time in over a decade.
Man, I need to fix something.
I
real
can
quick.
feel the sun silence. The only reason I say that is because I haven't been feeling well this week.
Yeah, it's that time of season. I think there were like 3 or 4 people that dropped at work because we're in fall, and fall means fall problems.
Welcome to cold season, everybody.
Oh, I got a sinus infection. What you talking about, Willis?
Again, I liked summer. Summer was good this year. If you take away the big fuck off tornadoes we had.
Or fuck ton of fires. That one too.
Yeah.
I just had to deal with mosquitoes.
I deal with mosquitoes every fucking day.
But for those who had seen the footage from the opening credits, you may have noticed that there were a few names that were different. The good news is you're not hallucinating. I had said, carbonation, beforehand that Doomsday Dawn was going to be run a little bit differently because each of the players has 5 characters to their stable. And this particular part of the adventure will be reusing what we've referred to as the B characters, because if I use the B team, then Maddie's going to make certain jokes.
First off, why the fuck would I lower myself to putting over Bo Dallas, okay? I wouldn't subject anybody to that kind of torture.
Thank God.
Joe Perfect? Maybe. But not Bo Dallas.
I don't know. Misery loves company.
I am not pulling a D-dub and making that dumb joke. I refuse to sink that low.
And Kiro, you gave us the other potential joke out of this.
I have not put up the chat up. What did he say?
First time I'm going to get this out of my system. But sit your $5 ass down before I make change.
Here, I got one for you. Nope, and I just realized I forgot to add the soundboard to this.
And one for the botch count.
Yep. Yeah, that was my fault. So let me go ahead and do that.
It begins!
You know, I have the soundboard up. You've heard me mention it. So one.
It begins!
And secondly, for Kyoryu,
put your motherfucking head back down, dummy!
What did he say in the chat? I think I missed it.
he said B team, SPD emergency.
I agree with the hairball Olbermann button.
Give me a minute.
Get out!
Thank you.
So, first off, I want to thank Lady K for being willing to do double duty. This will make things
Oh shit! I almost forgot.
far more manageable when it comes to encounters. Which given the fact that Shades has decided to go on full producer, she had elected to fill in and do double duty on that front.
And make
Which
me feel
leads
more
me
guilty.
to
Why don't
the-
you?
I'm actually being restrained, which leads me to those 2 characters: a elven ranger named Halcyon Broadleaf, and a human storm druid named Lisette Windscar. And if any of you make the joke I'm thinking of, you get daved.
If I hear any Inuyasha references, I'm going to bitch slap a motherfucker with the book.
I have the SPOD button on standby.
I have nothing. Like, I'm not even, I wasn't even thinking of the jokes, but now it's like, everyone's got these awesome things, and all I have is my hand to Dave slap people.
Hey, that could be just as badass.
Yeah, but mine's pretty much a glorified collie chop. That's not exactly effective or intimidating when you think about it.
No, it's a Ric Flair chop.
Joey was thinking it. He's whistling in the chat.
We're about to find out what kind of chop I have.
It's a Flair
Best
chop.
case scenario. Best case scenario, a Kento Kobashi chop.
You wish I had the right shoulder, the machine gun chop a chest off.
Anyway, we have Bio playing a human alchemist known as Raphael Blankenship, aka Boomer. We have Maddie J playing a half elf fighter named Zivros Lan Foss. And lastly, we have our newcomer Vixen Shelby playing a dwarf barbarian who has a bronze dragon totem named Zinzia Freya. I'm hoping I've got that pronunciation right.
You did it good.
Slick Rick, no, we can actually shoot things.
What was said?
He's like, Storm Druid for a second. I thought you said Stormtrooper.
Oi! That's my character we're talking about here.
I'll do you a favor, hun.
Get out!
Holy crap, Kyoryu Crimson's coming to Ranger Stomp.
Oh,
Whoa! And that's a pound sign. You're from England. You're from
He's
Great
from
Britain, aren't
Scotland,
you?
dude. He said he's from everyone's favorite Scotsman.
Oh, fuck yeah, brah!
Rick, you're not wrong.
And Kyoryu, if you make it down, we will share a drink.
Not only that, I will make sure a plate of food is ready for you, sir.
And she can cook for massive amounts of people. She will be ready.
Here.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Here, Kyoryu, I'll do you a favor. Maddie?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. No. Hey, no. Hey, don't admit you got my ear. I was getting in position. First off, I was getting in position so you could for maximum daving. Thank you, Lady K. Okay, it's a good position. It's a good position. Hit me hard.
Crazy!
Be sure to add daddy at the end.
All right, Maddie, you asked for it.
So, what comments were made in the chat? Because I'm completely missing the chat.
Kyoryu kind of got pissed off because, well, Maddie inferred he might be an Englishman when he's a Scotsman.
Fair enough. No more to be said.
You gotta love Shelby's comment in there. That was hilarious.
Yes.
I think Brie Bella sucks donkey dick. Oh.
Are you still salty over that? If you are, then I think you need some... Well, Maddie, I think you need a bottle of water. We don't want you to get dehydrated while you're live.
Hey, Mildred? You know, I'm surprised coming from you. You forgot. God damn it. I can't sell, for God's sakes, without people thinking I'm salty.
Because it's you.
God, I miss RV talks because of this reason altogether.
The off-season will happen
Jesus
eventually.
Christ. The one time. What?
I was going to say, the off-season of Ranger Recap will happen eventually, so don't worry. RV Talks will make a comeback.
Can we just
Yes,
God
let's
damn
get
it, I
let's get
can't-
things started.
All right, mute my
Yes,
mic.
Because
That's-
God damn it, I'm trying to sell, and Mildred thinks I'm still salty over Brie Bella, which
I'm
I
selling.
technically am, but
It's a work. Now, before I get into the meat of things, I should. Given the experiment I did last week, I decided to repeat it again this time. So here's how it seems to be going. Zinzia is friends with Lisette. Zivros is former allies with Zinzia. Raphael is tavern/drinking buddies with Lisette. Lisette is a former business associate of Boomer. And Halcyon is from the same region as Zivros.
1 + 2 + 2 + 1.
Get back in the box.
It's dark
See-
in there!
Put your motherfucking head back down, dummy!
I was gonna go.
Everybody got that? Good.
That'll work too.
Damn it! Now I need that button too.
So
I'm keeping some of these buttons, bud.
this new band has been summoned to a meeting in the trade town of Kelmarine, which is in Katapesh. Years ago, this place was overrun by bandits, gnolls, and slavers, and it's been overrun multiple times. It's like every time it seems to build itself up, another group of raiders shows up and fucks it up. It was just last year that the place was claimed by adventurers and is now trying to seize its original mantle as a trading post, even though several of the buildings have seen better days. So, in other words, it looks like one of the 2 seasons of Minnesota, road construction. But in one of the larger buildings, a dilapidated church, not to be confused with the dilapidated boat, Maddie. You all were hired to meet a representative of the Esoteric Order of the Palatine Eye. She offered you a sum of 45 gold pieces, along with promises of treasures to be found on the journey if you do a job for her.
What is the job done?
Well, as you're discussing the matter, you see a young man whose garb looks like a low-ranking member of an organization. Approaches the church, and before he's willing to speak, he gestures towards a stairwell in the center of the church. Clearing his throat, he proclaims, "You entered the distinguished presence of Lady Commissora Vord, first throne of the Esoteric Order of the Palatine Eye. My lady, your mercenaries have arrived." At which a bemused voice echoes out from the stairwell. "Commodus, I might remind you we are meant to be a secret society. Perhaps next time you'll refrain from speaking our name in front of every common laborer. Send my new arrivals down to meet me."
Ladies and gentlemen, the crier does not do subtle.
He's a crier. Have you ever seen a subtle crier?
Christ, he's about as subtle as me.
I repeat my last statement. Despite as you go down the stairwell, you see an average-sized woman who looks to be pushing her 40s. She keeps her black hair in with strands of gray pulled back into a long braid as she wears a black gown. There's an expensive looking lantern resting on the floor near her, illuminating a door that appears to have been once barred. A metal plate in the center of the door is covered with etched lines and strange patterns. And Lady Vord is in the process of writing what she's seeing on the door into a journal. Anybody who wants to on the matter when it comes to this room, roll perception.
$16.
11.
Slightly better with 12.
Not bad.
The one thing you note is that the journal seems to have a golden scarab beetle with a single eye on its back. She sets the journal down, and for those who might speak it, she has a very Ustalavic accent, which I am not going to do because there's no way I'm gonna try and do a Slavic accent at all. The Order appreciates your presence here today. I trust the figure in my summons was sufficient to secure your services.
Quite. You would pull me away from my work, which is difficult to do in and of itself.
Very well then. I've been studying with great interest a report from one of our agents, a Magnamarian named Kellery Deverin, regarding an object of interest. We have reason to believe a treasure of particular import lies under Pale Mountain, in a complex called the Tomb of Tular Seft. I have been planning an attempt to retrieve it for some time, but I've received words that dangerous cultists called the Night Herald seek this treasure as well, and have sent forces to retrieve it. Hence, I secured your services rather than waiting for agents of the Order to arrive. Fortunately, we have an advantage. The majority of the tomb is a labyrinth that, while compact, is difficult to navigate and is rumored to be filled with all kinds of traps and beasts. Caleri's research, though, reveals a back entrance to the tomb hidden in the lower slopes of Pale Mountain. The entrance is said to appear as a blank stone with a scar across the mountain. With luck, you can reach the tomb and secure the treasure before the Night Heralds can even enter the complex. Commodus, my distinguished herald, has prepared a map of the route. The object I require is a large gemstone with a series of shifting hieroglyphs glowing within it. If you can read them, you'll note that they represent a number that appears to be counting down. Caleri's text refers to the gemstone as a countdown clock, but other than the rumors of it being hidden in the tomb, we know little about its specific location. All other treasures you find in the tomb are yours to keep, though the Order may wish to purchase items vital to our efforts at an especially fair price. Do you have any questions?
So basically, sneak in, take the treasure back before anybody else sees us. Get back here. Sounds simple enough.
What kind of traps are we talking? And that's supposed to be Halcyon, by the way. Test 1 2.
We hear you.
The tomb is in a place that's not too far from a semi-active volcano. I'm pretty sure you can do the math from there.
Great.
Lovely.
Which happens to also, my reports indicate that because Tular Seft was a scholar of elemental planes, you might have some encounters with elementals, or worse, a djinn.
Excuse my language, but just fucking peachy.
Were there any other questions?
Anything anything to know on the treasure that may be useful as to protect ourselves should something happen? Or I'm just asking out of characters. I'm not sure here.
Well, she's given all that she knows regarding the treasure itself. That it's a gemstone with hieroglyphs referred to as a countdown clock.
All right, back in character. No, my lady. It sounds we got all the information we might need.
And I'm saying this out of character, but last call regarding questions.
I got a question out of character. Just give me 2 seconds to look this. Considering I'm trained in Arcana, can I roll to see if I recognize the word countdown clock?
You can try.
Oh shit. Fuck. Which one of those do you want to take? I accidentally rolled 3 times.
A little trigger happy, ain't you?
My button got stuck.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with 19 since that was the last one, and all that you really know on the matter is that there's something that was used in ancient Osriani, and that's it.
I do have a question, my lady, if you don't mind me asking.
Go on.
What purpose have you for an ancient Osriani artifact?
For me personally, my primary duty comes in securing trade deals with the nation of Ustalav. I was finishing up such an arrangement in southern Osirion when this town was freed. I came here to take advantage of an established trade route. That my efforts led to such a fortuitous location speaks to the veracity of the Order's practices. But beyond that, it is known that the Night Heralds are very, very interested in these countdown clocks and have been scouring the region trying to find as many as they can. They worship horrid things from beyond the stars and seek to bring these monsters to our world. The specifics of their mission are unknown to me, but I know that they flee from our enlightened path and see only destruction in our future. That is reason enough, is it not?
Would I know anything about elementals with nature, or would that be another check?
No.
What protections are going to go into keeping this out of their hands if we are able to secure it?
The Order guards its secrets and its treasures extremely well. And the fact that we have safe houses all over the inner sea is only further evidence of the matter.
All right, out of character. Is there anything specific I should be asking? Or any of us, rather.
I think you've more or less cut.
All right then.
All right. Now, for one thing, I would advise you to reference for the next section is the exploration material that's going to be on page 316 of the rule book for everybody. And Hairball keeps asking what jokes, if made, would result in a brutal beating, or is he just baiting?
Knowing him, he probably is. Simply put, use common sense. 9 times out of 10, you'll know.
What page was that?
316?
Yeah, 316, and it's probably not going to be that exact number because PDF difference.
There you go, exploration mode.
Yep.
Well, on the page here it says 316 on the PDF, yeah. Also, Hairball, no. I know you're thinking it, so am I. No. Let's nip that in the bud.
Bear in mind, the lady is not feeling good.
Uh-oh. You good?
I'll be all right. It's just I've been running a fever for the last couple days, a low grade one, admittedly, and I've got to go back to work tomorrow.
Ooh.
All right, let me move you guys over to the path you'll have to take. So for X. The journey, based on the surveying, the journey to get to Pale Mountain is going to take you about 8 miles.
Also, real quick, I have to announce Dario Sor 9000. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the madness, as well as Weirdo 98.
What?
Okay. So I'd say the average speed is given the highest and lowest is going to be about 25 feet for you guys. I'm not going to go with everyone's individual speed because otherwise Zenzi is going to be left behind.
Rip.
Dwarfs are sprinters; they're not marathoners.
And Halcyon's going to be too far ahead. So instead of going with 25, which means that which means it's going to take you about, barring any surprises, it's going to take you about 4 hours to get there, unless you decide to push it. But I want you to, amongst yourselves, I want you to pick a leader and DM me what tactic you're going to use.
Honestly, I think we should put the slowest moving member in the front. Hold on a second.
Before Before you start, I should note that when you left the caravan as closest as it would get you, when you took it out of the town, your employer gave you two items that I want to see who's calling dibs on. One of them is a scroll of fly, and the other is a +1 magic weapon. Whoever picks the latter, I'm just going to add a +1 potency rune onto one of your weapons. So who's taking the scroll and who's taking the weapon?
I'll take the weapon, and I want to put that on my short bow. For Halcyon, I mean.
Done. And
as for the potion of fly, hold on, let me look that up really quick. I got a couple of questions
all
about
I'm going
that.
to do is just give you a fly speed of 30 for 5 minutes.
Zivros,
Yes.
you take the take the potion
It's not a potion, it's a scroll.
or scroll.
It's a scroll. I was going to offer up to go for it. I was just waiting for you to finish talking there. You were still thinking, I think. Yeah, I'll take
Yeah,
the scroll.
That could be a really handy means of getting out of the way and dodging while in hand to hand.
Yeah.
Now, really quick, while I got you talking, Maddie, what is Zivros's movement speed?
That's a good question, as a matter of fact. Where can I find that real quick?
Top
Up near
left.
the top. Right by gender.
25 feet.
Okay, so I think Halcyon's the fastest.
That is correct.
Okay. Where are we exactly on this map? Are we towards the northwestern end? Okay. Southwestern near that crop of rocks. Okay. All right. Boomer.
Yo.
What potions do you have on hand?
Well, I either burn shit or blow shit up. Take your pick.
How fast do you draw stuff from your bag to blow shit up?
About as long as it takes you to say that.
Okay. Noted. All right. Zinzia.
Oi?
What is your weapon of choice?
Great axe.
Do you have any ranged weaponry?
None.
Noted. All right. You're going to take point. Behind Zinzia is going to be Lisette. Behind Lisette is going to be Raphael, then Zivros, and then Halcyon bringing up the rear. I'm also thinking about taking this moment to summon a bobcat. Because I want something that's going to be able to travel over flat and rocky terrain.
Sounds like a plan.
You guys expected a lot of interruption?
I'm just paranoid as fuck.
In that
Well,
case, I am preparing like 2 or 3 of my potions right now.
All right. For that, you're good. For that, I'm gonna need you to roll crafting.
Alright, I'll be rolling Call of the Wild, right?
No. When you summoned the bobcat, that counted as you using summon animal.
Oh.
That's a 20.
Hang on a second. I need to check.
Ah, there it is. Summon Nature's Ally.
Okay. All right.
Did not mean to do that. I meant to close it. I'm sorry.
Yep. Lisette, in your case, I'm going to assume that you're still concentrating leading up to whatever encounter happens.
And
for Boomer, what's the first item that you're going to try and craft?
Since I'm going for 3 potions, it'll be 2 alchemist and 1 acid. Since I'll make the acid first.
All right, so you're making acid.
wait a minute, just how big is my bobcat?
Medium size.
As in coming up to my hip?
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's a big bobcat.
It's a little terrifying.
That's a big fucking kitty.
Coming from the person who has a pet cat. Or a pet tiger, I should say.
Hey, Fluffles isn't here right now to defend herself.
And to be fair, at least it's not one of them white tigers that almost killed them magicians from Las Vegas.
Fluffles is a granddaughter.
Wouldn't she be an ancestor?
Ah, true, you got a point. She's reincarnated again, we'll just say.
All right. You managed to. Now, how many acid flasks were you planning on making?
1 acid, 2 alchemist.
You make one that rule was for your acid flask, and that's successful. Now, I need you to roll again for your first alchemist fire. DC is going to be 12. All right, you got one alchemist fire. Now do it again. This time DC's 14.
Monk,
Yeah.
my cat has no attacks. Nor does it have any feats or
Hang on a sec. I need to move that because unfortunately, the NPC sheet they took off. So it means you're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way.
God, Paizo, you fuck asses.
This isn't a Paizo boss. This is a roll 20.
Well, let's give the decoration a fuck ass and roll 20 then.
Either way.
So while Lizette is summoning her bobcat, you just see a flurry of Boomer throwing everything he has every which way.
Seems safe.
It's like art.
I'm just gonna stay back here for a few minutes.
Same.
Let the dust settle.
Best that you do, Zebros. I've had more than one accident in my time. I don't want you to be part of it.
I've had to patch his ass up, trust me.
Yep. Explosions can happen. And anyways.
You got a lot of room to talk. Lizette, you still owe me 20 silver for your bar tab.
I don't know what you're talking about. I thought I paid that back 13 years ago.
Let's see. Eventually, you see the looming presence of Pale Mountain up in the northeast. Its slopes rugged and forbearing. The overgrown tracks of an old road wind through the foothills, but no visible trail leads up to the tangles of scrubs and brambles between here and the dormant volcano's slopes.
I'm rolling perception on Halcyon. He's watching the rear.
All right, roll it.
$21.
All right, there's no surprises, but you do see coming up three three other animals coming up. Specifically, what looks like a couple of hyenas and something bigger than a hyena. They seem to have piercings and old torn up collars. Anybody who wants to, if you've got lore, null, roll that, or roll intelligence. I'm gonna give Halcyon a +2 bonus on this regard because of his background.
Oh, that was horrible.
Not as horrible as me.
One for the botch counter.
Thank you. Actually, hold on. I should have rolled. I think I should have rolled lore.
You don't have lore null.
I have lore trained.
Yeah, but what subject of lore? It's not null.
5 on the
Alright.
set.
Mine's
That
alcohol,
doesn't-
so I'm useless.
There's nothing useless about alcohol, my dear. You still rolled better than the Lisette.
Like, what? Okay, since yeah, it's gonna be smart today.
All right. As you approach, you do see that they seem to be sniffing around to see if they can find anything to chew on. And one of them is large, style big.
Son of a bitch.
That is one big motherfucker.
That's a warg.
I am going to be with my original statement here.
I'm too sober for this.
As you approach, there wasn't any use in the stealth part because they have really, really good noses, and they start charging at you. So I think you know what's coming next. Start rolling.
Do we have a thing to say? Oh, there we go.
Remember to click on your character first.
Yes, it is.
Oh, that's abysmal. Hey, we drink together, we roll shit together.
Woo! The fuck?
That's not what I wanted to roll. Damn it. Where's that thing again?
Okay, what the hell?
Something's totally fucked up with my bobcat.
I think with the Bobcat, you're gonna have to do that manually. Because remember, that's the way. Unfortunately, that's the way it's gonna go with summoned creatures.
All right, D20.
Yep.
Anything to add to the modifier?
There you go. Hello.
Good kitty.
Hot
Damn, man.
There you go. Finally found the fucking bun, and hello.
Anyhow, anything on the modifier?
For Razor, it's gonna show that you're rolling perception, so it's +4.
23.
You got some good rolls here.
Kit Lisette's was shit.
Yeah, mine's not any better. Why do I always get to be the thimble?
Tied.
Kitty cats are good luck.
All right, Zivros, you are up first.
In the category of no fucking shit, Sherlock. Holy crap! All right, what are we hitting, killing, or doing something to?
You have 2 hyenas and a bigger hyenodon.
So this is the one square we have here. Okay.
Just remember 3 actions, and at the top in the journal, you should see a handout regarding combat actions aside from moving and attacking. Just keep in mind your speed.
Yeah.
I will be right back.
You know what, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how to approach this.
Hang on a second. Mildra, will my incredible initiative feat would have kicked in here?
That's already calculated.
Oh, I just rolled shit on its own. Jesus.
You know what? I don't have to.
No, this is the first time I don't know what to do. Because usually our enemies are humans and they're stabby or shooty.
These things want to eat you.
Well, duh.
You can always hold action until they get closer.
Can I, do I even have a shield? I think I have a shield, don't I? No, I don't.
No. You wanted to be a more mobile kind of fighter.
Yeah.
I suppose the first thing you should do is draw a weapon.
So, yeah, that's my first action. I am going to... I'm not going to draw the curved blade just yet. I'm just going to go with my bastard sword.
All right.
For now. And I believe that's action 1, isn't it?
Yep.
I want to kind of a. I know TikTok, Maddie, TikTok. I know. Can I?
Can you what?
I'm looking at my combat actions.
You know, I think it'd be important to actually get in range first, don't you?
Yeah, but that's the thing. I don't want to be. I want to be smart about this and not be an eating range. You know what I mean? But it doesn't seem like I have a choice. I am going to move up. It's like there's like every instinct, because my every instinct is going, stay the fuck away and like let them come to me and let them swing at them, and slice them up using their momentum. That's the smart me doing this, but it's like, do I want to do that? You know what? I'm going to try to. How do you depaw one of the big fuck off cats?
You're not even in range to do anything like that.
That's my
Didn't I just
evil
move
that you're right.
for it?
That's my summon.
Yeah, the Bobcat is just.
The enemies we're fighting are all the way to the right, Maddie.
I had always zoomed in, and god damn it, I just moved the map.
Oh my god!
See, this has been me all fucking week. My brain's been on brain fart mode the entire goddamn week. Okay.
Poor Maddie.
God damn it.
Yeah, that's my kitty. That's my kitty.
Yeah, 25 feet. Fuck, I'm gonna move right over here.
All right, you've got one action left.
Can I have a defensive pose, or can I put my guard up with my sword?
Because you're a fighter, you're going to be getting You're going to be able to do opportunity attacks, but I would honestly advise doing a double move because you're supposed to be the front liner.
Fine. All right. I want to move where this thing is over here, and that's my turn.
All right. Now it's the Bobcat's turn.
Okie dokie.
His speed's 25 feet.
Thank you.
As you should. You're gonna have to, for his stats, you're gonna have to look in the bio and info tab instead of the character sheet tab. Sorry to do it that kind of messy, but I didn't really have a choice.
And Razor's just charging right into the fray.
All right.
And that's my move. Or that's my that's his turn.
All right, so just close enough to get up there, but not. All right, Halcyon, you're up.
All right. 2 seconds. What range do I have on the short bow?
Well, you can
Fucking
open
hell!
the-
Now it opens.
That's because all I did was just click on the gear.
Okay, I was opening up the wrong thing.
So yeah, there you go. 60 feet.
Whoa! Just in range. So I'm gonna notch an arrow.
Question: are you going to use hunt target first?
Yes.
All right. Since you are going to be doing that, roll it as a short bow attack, and make sure to note that if you hit, we're adding your wisdom to damage.
Noted. Attack 1, attack 2, or attack 3?
Attack 1.
18.
That hits. Let me check. Okay, no resistances. What's your wisdom mod?
1.
All right, so you did a total of 12 damage.
Woo!
Speaking of damage, now it's the hyena's turn. He is going to be using it. He's going to be using the jaws. That hits. Fortunately, he doesn't. It's just not enough for pack attack to work. So it's not as damaging. So but he still takes 4 damage.
Noted.
He is going
And
to
I foobard a little bit. I moved him an extra round when he only should have had 2.
I'll allow it this time. That's a whiff. And that's it for his... Now it's the Hyenodon's turn. And he is going to try and lean down and bite. That hits.
Ouch.
And your summon has dematerialized.
Noted.
Zivros, roll strike with your bastard sword. You get an attack of opportunity.
All right. I roll. I'm sorry. Strength.
No, it's a broadsword. It's a bastard sword attack.
Bastard sword attack 1.
Well, that definitely gets past.
At 28, it goddamn well better, I tell you.
All right, now it's the other hyena's turn. And again, this is going to count as attack 2 for you.
Oh, all right. Kind of wish slashing was.
Wait. You critted. Click, roll critical damage.
I was looking at the slashing more than anything else, but what the fuck?
8 damage total, not bad.
All right, Lisette, you're up. Because you're no longer concentrating on summoning, you get all 3 actions instead of just 2.
Well, first things first, I'm moving there. And second, I know I'm within range. Zivros?
You
might want to ready that scroll of fly. Because this druid is pissed off.
That scroll I got, you mean?
Yes.
Mildred, you're the lady. Do I have to roll anything here, or just declare that it's been prepped?
Oh, that depends entirely on what she's doing.
Electric arc.
I give you an answer?
Because he's in such close range, I don't want to risk the chance of friendly fire.
This is electric arc, not chain lightning. He's fine.
All right, never mind then. Rolling. $15.
Okay. It misses the hyena, but it does hit the hyena, which means he has to make a reflex save, and he has to beat 18. Sorry, I was checking AC, not touch AC. See, and nope, you're still one short on that.
What happened?
And that's a failure. So he takes four. So the hyena takes 4 electricity damage.
Let's see. All right. Let's see if we can keep these little fuckers in place, if anything, Matt.
You can't do that. You're out of action.
Oh shit. No. I used one action to move, one action to attack.
No, your spell took a verbal and somatic action. You're out.
Oh shit. Alright, never mind then.
That's why I put those things. Each of those activation things counts as an action.
Gotcha.
So sorry, no Tanglefoot for you. Boomer, you're up.
Okay then. I'm gonna have to be real careful here because one of my allies is in the range of what I would do. So, plan B. Oh, by the way, my bombs say melee. It doesn't have a range to them, Mildra.
All your bombs have a range of 20 feet. That's the default.
Just want to make sure because it said melee type in the info.
Doesn't matter. You're going to be using them you're going to be using them as effectively ranged touch attacks.
That's action 1. Crap, just out of range. Oh, that's my turn.
Alright, Zevros, you're up next.
Yep. Not gonna risk hitting Zevros.
I know I'm being a little small, but did we forget me?
Yeah. Did you click your
my end? This is because I know I saw your initiative and it should have done an auto update and it didn't.
Yeah, she would have been right after the hyena dawn.
will blame my drunkenness.
Which means I gotta do this manually. Okay, what did to play a bit of catch up? What were you going to be doing?
Well, drawing my weapon to begin with, and probably barbarian it, and trying to go towards the ugly hyenas.
All right. Just mind your speed. Double move probably wouldn't be too bad of an idea for you.
Dumb question. How do I get the arrow thingy to make longer movements?
Are you trying to move or measure?
Measure, yeah.
Yeah, it's the middle box that has the little ruler and the circle in it.
All right, moving, stumbling drunkenly, but still moving, making it there.
That's one action. You got 2 left.
One was draw her weapon, so one more action.
Yep.
Yeah. And moving in a little bit closer.
All right. Now, Zivros, you're up. Maddie?
All right, what am I doing? All right, let's swing at the big dead at the big fat cat there. I mean, the big fat hyena thing. So let's swing again at the hyena don.
And are you just going to be using are you just going to be using a basic strike, or are you going to try using a feat?
Why just swing by my page back to the feats?
Because I'm giving you a subtle hint of something you can use.
Did you forget I can't brain tonight? That's me right now. Brain and salty do not mix right now.
Noted.
I guess I could go with intimidating strike.
All right, roll for the. This is gonna technically only be your first attack, but roll for the roll the bastard sword.
Just the sword?
Yep. First attack. Okay, who's getting targeted with this? Is it the hyena or the bigger one?
The big bastard.
The hyena done. That is unfortunately a whiff.
Wow.
which means
Hey,
the effect of intimidating strike doesn't occur. You've got one action left if you want to try a basic attack as your second.
Let's do that, and let me click, damn it. Well, the plan was intimidating strike on the big dude and a basic strike on the smaller dude. So let's try to thin the herd, shall we?
All right, go ahead.
Attack 1 or 2?
2. And that's one dead hyena.
Finally, Jesus.
He has no head. And Halcyon is up next.
Okay, I'm gonna keep aiming for the one that's right there. Rolling short bow again.
He did. I don't even need to calculate the extra damage. He did.
I never even rolled.
Shit. I thought I could have swore you did. Never mind. That's add one to the body counter. That one's on me.
He dead.
You got knocked the fuck out!
You shot him right in the face. You shot him right in the face, and he went flying about 15 feet. This does mean that hunt. Of course, this does mean that you no longer benefit from hunt target. You've got to redo that cycle, and you've still got 2 more.
I know.
I just seen an arrow whiz by me like, holy shit!
I wasn't gonna hit you. Calm your tits.
That is the appropriate way to do it. Calm your tits, hybrid.
I was saying that in character.
Calm your tits. This is how much I am not braining.
Put your motherfucking head back down, dummy!
You deserve that.
Put your head back. Calm your tits, Blankenship.
All right. And remember, this counts as your second attack.
Roll critical damage.
No.
Why not?
Because you didn't crit.
That wasn't a critical attack. That was a critical hurt attack. It was a good strike.
The attack was 31. Piercing is 21 with the arrow up.
The arrow's up because you rolled 2 6s. The arrow is not up on attack because you rolled a 19.
But that's still a damn good hit.
All right. Third arrow. 21.
Hang on a sec. Hang on. Were you using second and third attack buttons on these?
No.
You should be.
Oops. All right.
One more for the counter.
Attack 16 on attack 2. Attack 3 is 13.
And both of those miss.
Ouch!
All right, Zinzia, you're up.
Yes. I'm gonna move in. Hello.
I'd move one more bit diagonally so you can flank.
Ah, okay. Oi?
Oi.
Oi. Okay, I'm gonna swing my great axe at him.
Oogie.
And all of a sudden, Steve Irwin just pops into my head. I'm gonna touch it.
Phrasing?
Seriously, have you never watched Fluffy?
I know where she's going with this, and it's hilarious.
Just out of curiosity, why did you use your great axe without raging first?
Fair point. I totally forgot to even think of doing that.
Click on the dragon rage buff at the top. Or rather the check mark for it.
Done.
All right, now do this again.
The one below the regular great axe front, right?
Yes.
Okie dokie. Well,
We
fuck.
got a lot for the botch counter tonight.
And that hits.
Ooh. Yay.
Go Shelby, go Shelby, go Shelby.
And now it's the Hyenodon's turn.
Mother!
And he's looking at some fresh prey. So he's going to be trying to attack Zinzia. I'd say even with the boost you've got, 24 definitely beats your AC.
Yes.
$14 damage. How much do you have in temporary HP?
7?
Which means you take 7 straight to your temp HP, and the rest goes to your regular. So it's not as bad as it could have been.
Thank goodness.
Zivros, on the other hand, he hasn't forgotten about you. You're getting his second attack.
Tell me what the roll.
Does 15 beat your AC?
$15?
Yep, that's what he got.
I think if I'm looking at it right, it's 22. So no.
Then he tries to lean down and bite, and all that he gets is air because you graduated from the Piccolo School of Combat.
Dodge! See, I got that one.
All right. And and he's gonna try one last time. He's gonna try one last time against Zenzia. And he got a 13. Does that hit you?
My AC's 18.
Then that's a no.
Yay.
Lisette, you're up.
All right.
By the way, are we at a record for botches yet? We're up to 5.
We had 6 last time.
Okay,
Oh,
we're getting
give me a
close.
couple more brain farts. We'll get there.
But
We're
most of them
definitely
are
on our
from
way,
me.
that's for
but-
sure.
All right,
What was that, Shelby?
Most of them from last time were from me. If we're talking about the last Doomsday Dawn.
Mhm.
Fuck this noise. I'm doing electric art again.
All right, roll it.
11.
Not enough.
Damn it.
You got one action left.
I'm getting close. Alright, I'm done.
All right, Boomer, you're up.
Holding position and turn.
All right, Zivros.
Why would you do that?
Because I'm a long range fighter with splash damage. I would hit every single one of you.
Do you just want me to get the fuck out of the way of the big thing? Because it's just gonna keep chasing me.
There's 3 of us over here now.
Yeah, it would hit every one.
Let me swing at the soon-to-be dead cat. What, am I not allowed to swing at the soon-to-be dead cat?
No, it's a dog. It's a hyena
Dog,
dog.
cat, what other? It's about to be food for something, not us. Also, can't brain tonight, goddammit. Apparently I can roll.
Roll. That's your first one. And unless you want to make it a 2-action thing and use Intimidating Strike.
Sure, why not?
All right, which means he's got a -1 to checks and saves until next round. And unfortunately, he can't be double flat-footed. You got two
Well.
actions. You've got 1 action left.
Let's swing again.
All right, you after stabbing upwards so that you get his underside. You pull back, spin a bit to the side, and try and do an upswing to get the neck. Roll.
Attack 2.
Two. I had to click a thing there. Not as successful, unfortunately.
Nope. All that you get is a bunch of fur when he yanks his neck back.
Well, it got its ears lowered. Sorry, haircut joke. I'll put my damn head back down.
Halcyon, you're up.
Put your motherfucking head back down, dummy!
Thank you, producer Shades.
I'm only moving one step closer. No, I'm not at the edge.
I'm about to break.
Well, everything you say to me.
Boo Burns!
All right, rolling short bow again. 19.
Yeah, he did.
Finally!
Shot him right in the eye, and meanwhile, on a distant planet, a Saiyan is going, the eye! Why is it always the fucking eye? And looking in the area, you do see that they were among some of the remains in this immediate spot were the remains of gnolls. Although from the looks of things, they've been dead for a while. And the good news is, actually to investigate the bodies, if anybody wants to, roll survival.
Okay then. Halcyon is rolling. Ten on Halcyon.
Okay, the good news.
Hold on. Lisette's rolling too.
Okay.
Okay.
Zed
rolls a 13.
Okay, good news. The gnolls were not killed by their own dogs. Bad news. Something bigger bit them off. That's all you can tell right now.
A little concerning.
Anybody have tracking?
It's always a bigger fish. 'Cause
But as the brush, brambles, and trees recede as you continue on, what you see instead in front of you is a sandy flatland bordered by the winding tributaries of a river. The small river flows down from the slopes of Pale Mountain, cascading over a few small waterfalls. The widest fork of the river passes to the north of the sand flats, most of which are saturated with enough water to be packed hard. But as you hold on a second, I need to make a few small adjustments. And now to move you all over there. Okay, who's taking point as you head to the sand flats?
Are we keeping the same structure I set up last time?
Unless you had a different setup in mind. So
the map changed? Because I don't see anything. I just see the battleground that we were just on. All right. All right, we're going to put Zinzia Point. Zivros is going to be behind to the right. Halcyon behind to the left. Lisette and Boomer will bring up the back to provide range support.
all right, you see a lot of sand and a lot of rock. And as you go along, you see a few amount of bones, of a tattered cloak here and there. And everybody roll perception.
Okay, that's just eerie.
Oh, fuck!
Halcyon rolls 11, Lisette rolls 16.
So does Boomer, which is weird. Since that's two of the same damn roll me and Lisette have done.
Yeah, no shit.
The dice god show no mercy. Amen.
We've been drinking together. We've been drinking together too long.
Zinzia, did you roll?
Thought I did, but apparently not. Oops, wrong one. Which part am I clicking?
You got it.
Okie dokie.
Okay, you. Okay, so that was.
Or was I supposed to click the one under senses?
That'll be close enough. You're rolling perception regardless.
Okay, okay.
What's that? You see that?
I'm bleary-eyed. What's up?
No, he said Lisette.
Oh, Lisette. Sorry. Rip-a-dip. I don't know my name.
DMC and moved.
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay.
Fuck.
Everyone be on your guard. Fucking sand moving around.
All right.
All right, I will allow you to move as if you were in an encounter. And if you so, you know that something's under this. You know that something might be under the sand. You just don't know what it is. If you want at any time if you want to try and figure out what's down there, that's going to be survival.
Both Lisette and Halcyon are rolling. Twelve on Halcyon.
All right, you just know Halcyon just knows that there's something down.
22. Monk.
Typing.
It must be a lot because he's been quiet for a while.
Prepare for monk damage.
Son of a bitch.
What's got you up in arms?
We don't know how big it is, but there's a sandworm here, and we've just probably stepped into its territory.
Oh,
Now, I'm correct in assuming that it can't go through the hard compacted sand, correct?
You think it might be a sand. You think it might be a small sandworm, but you have no guarantee of that.
All right, remember, this is out of character. Remember, everybody, this is just like the movie Tremors. We've been training for this all our lives. Be careful of all vibrations. No matter how good.
I was about to say, good thing.
Oh my god.
Everybody take one move action.
One movement action.
Yes.
Range from range is 25 feet, right? So
Yep.
for whatever we have, right? All right.
If it helps you any, remember that every square is 5 feet.
I'm with
You're right here.
quietly.
All right.
As Halcyon moves into its area, Halcyon feels himself slowly starting to sink.
Son of a bitch, can I make a movement action to jump or an acrobatics roll to jump?
This is an athletics check for you.
$11.
And nope, you're stuck.
Fuck! God damn it, somebody get over here!
You're up to your shins.
Boy, are we
gonna try and help
right now?
Gonna try and help pull?
Sure.
Somebody throw me a fucking rope!
Tell me what the roll.
Athletics. But first, you need to move over there.
Well, tell me where to go here. Perfect.
Actually, no.
Right.
That would be the better spot.
Right here, you mean?
Yes.
Yep. Roll
All right.
athletics. Both of you.
19!
18.
Well, the good news is you managed. Sorry. Okay, first things first. You managed to pull the Halcyon and move him 5 feet down. Which is a good thing that you managed to do it as well, because you got the hell out of the way, because you were starting to sink too.
All right.
God damn it, I hate the feeling of sand in my boots.
Okay, Anakin.
I was just about to pull the line, but I'm like, nope.
I sense the lady doing death glare to you, monk.
I just had an idea.
I thought I smelled smoke.
I'm going to book you, sir. No comments from the peanut gallery, god damn it. Anyway, does the sand still look soft?
Yeah, it's more or less like regular quicksand. What do you have in mind?
Boomer,
Oi,
can you make a bomb that delays an explosion?
am I that skilled, Mildred?
No.
Shit.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm not that good.
Nothing that can be done with a fuse?
No.
It's fire. It's immediate. When that grass cracks, you better get back.
Can he roll it? Can he roll it to where it'll just go here?
Glass is pretty fragile.
It's on top of sand.
Oh, you can go with it if you want to throw one of those alchemist fires you got.
What's the splash range on that, if you don't mind me asking?
5 feet.
We're out of range if you hit right there.
Alright, Big Ugly, come on, play. So, should I roll an attack, Mildred?
You're using an alchemist fire, so click on it.
Ooh.
You rolled like garbage. Halcyon, Zivros, reflex save.
God damn it, I need more nitroglycerin than this.
20.
Zivros, roll reflex.
At 8.
Give me a minute to find reflect here. I picked the smallest night in the world to do RPG anything.
It's right by armor class. Under saving throws.
There we go.
Okay. Halcyon managed to get out of the way. Zivros, you got a face full of sand. Mixed with a little bit of water. But as the explosion happens, you guys you hear a second
Oh.
Fuck me, that thing is ugly.
Surprise, motherfucker.
More like you are one ugly motherfucker.
Yep.
Partly that, but I figure considering where he popped up.
All right.
It pops up and in some weird language it goes, hi.
Is it edible?
Possibly.
Have you ever tried biting into a crab shell?
Cynthia is all about that life. You know, shattering crab.
Well,
Death.
Zinzia could probably eat it. Everybody else, I don't know.
Ill-advised.
Although it would probably taste like convenience store beef jerky, covered in sand.
Exfoliating the insides, if you will.
I guess. Anyway, the good news is he's kind of low on the initiative order. Zivros, you're up first.
Well, let me take a measure real quick, see if it's going to be a double move to get up over yonder. Question, where do I want to be? Do I want to be over here or over here? Because I do see a big black square there, and
You can attack diagonally.
Okay, so I could go over here. Okay, that's all one problem. Let me switch over here and move over here. And for my second trick,
Actually, given what you've got, let me check your feats for a second.
You're thinking sudden charge?
Yep.
You know what? Thanks for helping my brain out. I didn't think of that. I'm assuming I didn't have. I could. Should I just keep it with the bastard sword tonight, guys?
Yeah.
I think you need something bigger.
Big ol' elven curve blade.
Yes.
Yeah, figured. All right, that we consider that armored. And I am going to do a sudden charge with that blade. I'm assuming that's attack 1.
Yep. And oh yeah, that's a hit.
Boom.
That's another headshot blow.
Not a hit. It's not a headshot, but it isn't. But it is enough for you to run up, sheath one sword, draw your bigger sword, try and stab in some of the softer bits.
Obviously, there's no crit here, but
no, and I just had to check, and no, he doesn't have any resistances, so nuts to that against you.
all right. Do I get a third action, or am I done? Am I done, Mildred, or am I giving someone else's?
Yeah,
Right.
you're done. You actually, you know what? No, you've got one. You unfortunately are done because you had to use one action in order to switch weapons.
Yeah, that makes sense. Gotcha. Yeah, I got a good shot in, good boys and girls.
All right, Halcyon, you're next.
Okie dokie. I don't even have to move.
You going with short bow or crossbow?
Crossbow this time.
All right, roll it. Although that's a hit. Not for much, but it's still a hit.
You were gonna say?
That's a hit. That's a hit.
No, before you said that.
I'm going to assume you were going to use hunt target.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So that means you only did 9 damage. All right. That's your first one.
Keeping with the crossbow. 15.
This is going to be your last one because you had to spend an action to reload.
To reload.
Fortunately, that hits.
Woo!
Even more fortunately, dead.
What?
Dang.
What?
He only had 17 hit points left.
Damn.
And yeah, you put the multiple attack penalty in properly. It matched, so it hit. So ties go to the attacker. It hits. You hit for 18 damage. 17 hit points left. You only had 17 left.
Wow.
And as you continue in this area, you manage to find a desiccated, half-eaten adventurer's body, probably the leftover meal of this Ankeg. And you see that it may or may not have been this thing that was eating some of the gnolls that you saw beforehand. But on the plus side, you do not have worm sign. But as you continue on, you continue north a little bit to follow the river, which eventually leads you to some ratty tents constructed of leather and sticks near the river's bank. A couple of crude fishing rods propped up along the river, and the logs and ashes of a large bonfire rest near the tents. You also see that there's there's a few gnolls there, but they haven't noticed you. They're more focused on being around the camp. And means that you have time to prepare and do the 8 hour as you make camp safely away. And that is where we're going to drop it for now. So that we don't go 3 or 4 hours again like last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't need that.
Part 2 next week.
All right, I think it is time for the wrap up.
Indeed. However, something we have started doing is that we are no longer going to have the normal coming up this week on RVTV because we have a schedule command. If you hit !schedule in the chat, you will see the schedule for the upcoming streams this week. It is kept up to date, so you guys will always know what's going on. So we don't have to do that anymore. Woot! Saves a little bit of time. That being said, we hope you guys enjoyed today's edition of Doomsday Dawn. Hopefully you guys had some fun. If you have indeed enjoyed tonight's stream and you have not done so already, please make sure you give us a follow to keep up with all of our streams and more. And if you can, subscribe to get access to our exclusive Twitch emotes and our VIP Discord channels. In the meantime, we want to thank you guys for joining us as always here on RVTV. On behalf of our DM, Mildred the Monk.
Now, a few updates I need to make. I'm still in the process of narrowing down exactly what's going to be on the review pipeline. It's probably going to be something that's on the review list, and I might put that up there. Attention to certain people. You need to up your game when it comes to convincing me as to why I should run this or that game for Monk Minis. And furthermore, I'm putting my foot down on this. Anybody who submits a song in that form that is a traditional song that's going through lyrics and all that will be rejected with prejudice. I'm not going to ask for the Tenacious D to be played because we've already done that gag once. But I'm putting my foot down on that because the purpose of that music form is to expand the music that I use for these games. So, is it dickish of me? Yes, but it has to be done. Beyond that, tomorrow I will be on Nurgle's stream with the Stream of Corruption, going with Nurgle, Routes, and the rest of the gang, going over the stupidity that happens the week. And Shades, yes, I will have to bring up the DDR movie with them.
You poor bastard.
How could I not? We talk about stupid news that happens over the last 7 days. How could I not bring that up? We have to bring it up too on Sunday when I do Monastery Live. Speaking of, Friday, it seems that we're starting to get the D&D session with Warlord Routes off the gate if everything goes as planned. We'll see. I will keep everyone posted as far as the status of that. I think we're still in the middle of a world building process. I'll have to double check with him. But in the meantime, my name is Mildra. I am your gaming monk. Stay fucking frosty and fuck the WotC.
As always, on behalf of Lady K.
I am Lady K, and I will catch you on the flip side.
On behalf of Vixen Shelby.
This is Vixen Shelby. Stay fixin' for a vixen.
Biohybrid.
Bio.
Oops.
Crazy timing.
I'm not having time for these diamonds.
And Matty J.
I think I might be more tired than Bio right now. That's how crazy it is. My name's Matt Jeremy. I help professional wrestling, sports, independent promotion as soon as I botch it. I mean, possible. I'm tired.
I'm the Shades, and we'll see you guys next time. Rock on! Special thanks to Eric Vaughn for their Patreon donations. Donate today so you can keep these streams going.